Okay, wait. Let me put on a little bit of lip gloss so I can feel a little better. Okay, what are we doing in this video? I don't know. And I suppose I'm just doing this. Well, I've spent the last 2 hours probably listening to a video essay on YouTube. It is like a podcast, but we'll call it video essay because the girl I watched just randomly talking said she didn't want to call it a podcast, and I wouldn't call my videos a podcast too, so yeah. Give me a second. This might look really messy because the mirror is about 1 meter away from me and I'm pretty much blind. Um, I just got really bad eyesight. Anyway, um, I just put on some lip gloss to feel a little better. Um, because I don't really know what I'm going to talk about in here. I just know that I have this feeling that I want to talk, and like not to anyone, just to have it spoken out. And I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Um I just know that I feel very neutral. I wouldn't say I feel numb. Um well, first of all, I have all these videos on my YouTube account. I don't have many videos. I don't know how many videos I have. Anyway, but they're all pretty happy and all. And right now, I'm just. Sometimes you have those days where you just want to get into bed, cozy up in some blanket, and just watch through several shows. And I'm not gonna do that because I want to be a little productive. I need to be a little productive because it's December and I got like 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks until I have to turn a whole lot of shit in. Um, but that's okay. Um, but I just feel very. I don't even know how to call that. It's just like I. I think it reflects through the style that I'm dressing right now. Well, not right now, but well, pretty much too. Um, but like a year ago, I dressed pretty basic, but still with a lot of color, and like I liked wearing red. I liked wearing green. I had like a whole phase over like 2 years where like green was my whole personality. Like my whole room at my dad's home is green. It's got a whole lot of plants. My all my sheets are green. I have fairy lights everywhere. My curtains are green, and I just look at that right now and it's just not me. And I don't know, it's weird to say that, but my style right now is very dark. It's very gray. It's very black, sometimes white. And the only pop of color I really like to enjoy is like a light blue or a dark blue, which is weird because blue is like my least favorite color, but apparently I like dressing that way. And like I like having, oh my god, these pants are like suit pants, but they're in a material that's like joggers, I think you call that. Um no, sweatpants. Um and they look like suit pants, and that is really really nice because if you feel not the best one day and you still want to dress a little classy and whatever, you just throw on these pants. And I went to school today, and I had a whole fit. Oh my god, I had like a gray button up. I had these pants, and then I threw on a dark red tie and dark red shoes because the only pop of color I allow myself, like I feel comfortable in, is in accessories. Because then it's not as big as an as big on an. It's not a big impact on my whole outfit. Like you can still see like the little pop, but it's not the whole outfit. It's not very visible. And but you still have it on and you know it, and that's what makes you a little confident. Um and yeah, it's also with my jewelry. If I don't wear my jewelry, I feel I feel very naked. Like I have this specific ring stack that I wear almost all of the time. I have these bracelets that I have on every single day. And I wear my glasses every single day, which I'm pretty proud of because I know some people like to forget their glasses and forget to wear them, and I can understand that. But I've been come like I came to the point where well, maybe that's not the healthiest thing, but I've come to a point where when I don't wear these glasses, and I want to go out and I look in the mirror and there's something missing, and I feel like my face is missing something. And yeah, well, um, I don't know if I just said that. Like, you know, I know I said sometimes you have those days where you just want to cozy up and you just want to be comfortable, but you don't want to like dress down. And that's the kind of days I have when I don't feel my best. And and I feel like because I have those videos in the past where I documented like a little bit and it always has been a little happy. I feel like it's important to document not feeling the best too. And that's what I am right now. And I'm not saying I feel bad. I don't. I just feel very neutral. And like, I get it. It's December. It's gonna be a very busy few weeks now, and it has already started, and maybe that's the reason. But I think it's just important to speak it out loud. Um, so yeah, no. Um, in the past few months, where I had school, like school is always like really busy. I my my average day is going till like 5 p.m. at school. And yesterday, I have been at school till 9, a little over 9 p.m. Um, and I mean, it was fun. Because the last few hours yesterday I have spent on my own in the classroom with all the sewing machines, and I could do whatever, and I just worked on some school stuff that I have to finish off because I need to turn in a whole lot of stuff. Um, and yeah, but sometimes you look at the stuff you did in the day, and that has been happening in the last few weeks. I just look at the stuff I have been doing the whole day, and it doesn't feel like I did much. It feels like I did nothing, partially. While some things just take a whole lot of time. And I spent in the classroom yesterday, I spent 4 hours in that classroom yesterday, just doing stuff for my tailoring degree. Um, and it felt like nothing. Cause I have like a whole book to finish, with specific techniques, and you have to do your own design. Like first you learn first you learn um, a technique. You have like you try it out. That's the first thing you're gonna put in that book. You're gonna put in that book what is important to notice when you're doing it, what to be specifically careful with, and like all of that stuff, all instructions. And then you have to do your own design, and that can be very time consuming. And yeah, but it's like a thing so small that you work multiple hours on, that it just feels very exhausting at the end of the day. And you look at what you did, and you only have this little tiny thing, but in the back of your head, you know that it took you like a few hours to make. And yeah, that's basically that. And on the other side, I have to turn in a skirt next week on Tuesday. Um, and I have Tuesday to work on it, and then Monday, I am spending my free time also till 9 p.m. Again in that classroom to hopefully finish the skirt already on Monday, so I don't have to stress myself on Tuesday. Um, and I know that is not required, but I just like to finish off my the stuff I have to turn in very early, because I tend to um give me a second. I don't even know that word in German. Oh yeah, procrastinate. I love to procrastinate. And I also hate it. Um it's just that in the back of my head, I know that I work my best when I'm under pressure, which is also why I tend to procrastinate so much. And I try to get away from that. And right now I have this, I just want to be done so early so I can chill in the week where I have to turn all this stuff in. Because it's gonna be like the week before Christmas. I have a presentation. I have to turn in one thing, both on one day. Then I have another thing to turn in, and those are not small projects. And like it seems very little stuff when I just say, yeah, I have to turn three things in a week. But those are big projects, which means I will be stressing myself out. And also when you go to this school, it's a very creative one, man. It's fashion school. Um, but you always have this little pressure that you have to do something creative. Um, not pressure. You have this expectation that you have to do something creative, and it is pretty much required in every single project. Um, so you always have to put yourself in very much more, and then you also want to do it in a good way. Like you want it to turn out very good. If you have to put something of yourself in there, you want to present yourself good to the teachers, to the people that are grading your stuff, to yourself, to your classmates, to every single one. And that is just why it's so much more effort you have to put in there. um Maybe some people at the school don't feel like that, but I feel like the friends I've made here are all thinking the same way. Um, and yeah, that's basically what I'm stressing about right now. Like I'm stressing about something that makes me like that's supposed to help me not to stress. But it's not been very much of stress yet, so I want to keep it at this range, not let it go up higher. Um, yeah. Also, I've made a sketch the other week because I pretty much always need a project to concentrate on. And a few weeks ago, I made my first top for the first time. It's hanging right there behind my ties. Um and Yeah, I always need something to hyperfixate on. I guess I could call it that. And like I made this top, and now I have this idea to make a corset. I was very scared to tell my teacher that yeah, no, I know first year we're just learning how to make skirts and button ups, but yeah, I want to make a corset with boning that is very tight on the skin. I have no idea how to make that thing or how to construct it on paper, like how to draw it out, how to make a pattern. I don't know. Like I was really scared to tell her, but she's very supportive, and it's something that I'm doing in my free time. Like it's not required at any point in my first year. It's not even really required in the whole in the whole time I'll be spending here, but like I've been noticing that a few second years are taking extra classes about corset making and all of that stuff, and it's so interesting, and I would have loved to join that extra class, but I have too little knowledge about the whole computer stuff. So I just went up to my teacher and was like, "Hey, I want to learn that." And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure. There are different techniques that you can make, like that you can try out. Um, Here are those. Try what you can do best." And yeah, cause I I love that teacher. She's very nice. She's very supportive of, like, when you come up to her with your own project, like you can feel a little proud about it, and you can show her like how it turned out in the end, and she'll give you feedback, and you can always go to the teachers that you have and like a- hand them the project that you did on your own and be like asking for feedback. And I did that with the top right hanging right there that you can't see right now, to my pattern making teacher, like my okay, I don't know how to call that, constructing teacher. Yeah, and she's so nice, and I went up to her with that thing, and I already got a little scared, because I know I did a few things wrong. Like if I can see my mistakes, she'll see way more, because I'm not as experienced, of course. Um, and yeah, I went up to her with that top, and we put it on the mannequin. And I looked at her and I looked at the shirt, and she started. And now I'm looking at it, and I can't unsee my mistakes. I mean, I couldn't before, but right now I know so much more I did wrong. And I asked for feedback. I'm very grateful for it, and I hope um, I can improve on my future projects. Um, but right now I can look at it and I can see like all the little flaws. And yeah, no, but I still think it's a pretty nice project. And we also, like 2 weeks ago, we had this exhibit where all the first years had to present what they had been doing the past few weeks, and the other, like the second year and the third year, people could walk around and look at the stuff. And I set myself a deadline to finish this shirt so I could present it there. And I got really good feedback from the other students. Like I have a few friends in the second year, and they looked at it and they were like, "Oh my god, man, girl, you did that! Like that is so awesome!" And I was like, "Yeah, thank you." And then the teachers came in, and I saw two teachers that are very well known for their sharp view on things. Like, that's nothing bad. It's just very intimidating for someone who knows that there are flaws. Um, and I saw those two teachers coming up to my project and like feeling the fabric and like looking at the at the um at the way I've sewn it, where I also know I made mistakes and I could not tell. Sorry, my camera just cut off, but I could not tell if they liked it or not. But yeah, no, I think I'm not very intimidated by it. It was just this moment where I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I hope they don't know I made that. Yeah, but no. And yesterday I had my tailoring class. Was that yesterday? No, 2 days ago. And I came up to those two teachers that I usually don't have, but I know about them and I think they're pretty cool, but you're also a little intimidated by them, like I said. And I came up to them and one of them was like, stop, let me guess. And she guessed my name right. And I was like, oh my god, I don't have classes with you. How do you know my name? Like, that's a little scary. And like, also, that's a little scary, but that's also a little cute. Like, you know my name? That's so sweet. But yeah, no. And there also was this moment where I went into the secretary like 2 days before our first day. And I went in and this lady that did my like my apartment tour, and she gave me the keys and all of that. And she was like, hello, Tabea. I have talked to this person for once and she knows my name. She remembers my name. At the school, there are so many people, and she remembers not my name, and I haven't even been at school for one day. That is scary, and that is also very sweet. But yeah, I feel like talking like this really relieved a little of my stress. Because right now, I think I've come to a point where I've been talking for a little, and I think I'm good. um, Yeah, no, I think it was just a little necessary to talk about some random stuff, talk about a little bit of stuff that has been stressing me out. And yeah, that is important sometimes too, like just maybe not even probably not recording yourself or and putting it on your YouTube account, but just like even talking to yourself about it. Maybe that's also like a healthy way to um know your feelings better, or like get a clearer view of what is stressing you out, what is your mind up to, like what are you thinking about. Yeah, maybe that's just really cool, really good for your own health. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make my lunch now. um but yeah, thank you for listening. If anybody listened to that, I don't know. But I don't know, I just thought it was pretty important because right now I look at myself and I feel better about myself. And I think that is some progress. Like, I started this video with a view of myself um that is that was very neutral, numb, and right now I just feel just a little bit better, and I think that is some progress. Um but yeah, why am I holding this microphone like that? I don't know. But yeah, thank you for listening, for watching. I don't know. Yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye.